Hello everybody, it is Thursday. This is Stacy, your Thursday vlogger for the Weight Loss Diaries. I want to say happy Thanksgiving everybody. I made it in here. I'm kind of getting ready to leave to go out of town for Thanksgiving. We're going to my family who lives like, I don't know, an hour and something away, and then we'll backtrack back to my mother-in-law who lives right here in town for dinner tonight. Yeah, it's Thanksgiving, and you know what? I don't think I'm going to have a problem eating too much today because end up going out last night. You know, they always talk about the night before, like the holidays, and people come into town, and I never go out and do things like that. There's so many calls and so many people, and my husband's classmates were on Facebooking, getting together, and then a girlfriend of mine called who was my best friend who, you know, she needed somebody to be with her. I don't know, regardless, I think a good cure is go out and have a few cocktails because, I don't know, in my case, you don't feel like quite eating as much. So we'll see how the day pans out. Anyways, I had a really good time because I don't do that very often. So if anything, it was such a kick in the ass, or, oh, excuse me, a reality check. Ooh, excuse me, let me do that. Because I had to get dressed, you know, I had to get dressed and go out. And it just was another little nail in my coffin reminding me, you know, of the weight and of where I was before I had my knee surgery, and yeah, it was very hard. But on my personal channel, I am going to be having some updates about my weight loss journey, what I'm doing, some doctor stuff, like life term type things that's happening with my knees and all this good stuff. So if you want to, I'll probably be doing that this weekend. You can check that out. I got kind of a game plan going on here on having to deal with you know, a lot of pain for the rest of my life type of stuff, or can be in pain. So at least I can start moving and exercising. I'll just have to deal with the pain with, you know, medicinal type of things. So I don't have an excuse to not get moving because it's not going to hurt my knee from the surgery wise, but you know, I'll just have to deal with it. Anyways, check it out. My personal page here. Topic of the week was cookbooks and things like that. I grew up I grew up learning how to cook from scratch, kind of a thing. It was kind of just like an inbred. You watched your parents, you watched your grandparents, you watched your mom, or you helped them in the kitchen, and you just kind of learned how to cook and how to make things, and add a little of this, a little of that. You know, you measure, of course, but so cookbooks really were a big part of my life for years. As I've been getting healthier, yes, I started to learn how to substitute things, or you know, better ways to make stuff. But you know, you stick to your so many dishes and you don't venture off too much. But if I have, say, a cookbook that I've started to dabble in a little bit, which I need to do more of, is The Biggest Loser. I got this from a girlfriend. She won it in a challenge, or she won it with some stuff, and she absolutely does not cook. And so she wouldn't use it. So she gave this to me, and I've gone through it. It's really nice because it breaks down. You can't see it now, but I mean, it breaks everything down to, you know, the calories and the things like that, and the portions. I really like it that it's very well put together and giving you the information you need. Great pictures. I mean, it's really well put together, I think. Actually, this one looks really good, like a chicken stuff, chicken marinara. You know, and it gives you, like, it's usable stuff. It's like marinaras, you know, these burgers. They're not these wild, funky recipes that you might want to use. I mean, they're down-home, good cooking recipes, things that you can utilize in your daily, you know, cooking regimen with your families and stuff, and I like that. So I do that a little bit more, and actually I might start sharing a recipe out of here once I start doing more of them. I've only done one or two, so I think my goal is to kind of go through the book and share that. Otherwise, my other recipe is good old Google. If I want to find it, I run to my computer because I get a lot of different varieties, and there are so many recipe places. And, you know, like Weight Watchers and other type of things that have substitutes. So if you put in, like, you could put in low carb blah 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 dish, or if you're looking at your fats, low fat type of dish, and you know, it generates and it pulls up tons. And so I'm in the midst of putting this back together because this broke, so I got to get a new one. So I do a my top fell off, so I'm doing a new one. So I print off a lot of recipes, and I put them in these, you know, folders, and categorize it and stuff. That's how, them are my cookbooks. I do a lot of interneting, and one of the main reasons why too is because I'm visually, you know, impaired, and so reading these tiny little cookbooks are very hard for me. Very hard, distracting. I get my magnifying glass out, so I copy a lot of them, and then I print them so they're huge, you know, so I can just lay it down, look, see what I'm doing. Otherwise, I hate looking at a recipe, or else I'll have my kids read it to me. So I do a lot of using my internet or copying things off from boards and stuff so I can visually blow them up. So that's kind of another way, and the reason why I kind of steer clear of cookbooks and stuff, or I'll put on I'll ask friends, and then they'll email me it or link me to one, and then I can copy it off. So so yeah, that's kind of my cookbook type of deal. I'm kind of a cook from scratch kind of girl, and if I'm not sure about it, I'll look it up and see like a couple of ways to tweak it or not, or like with your bakings and things, I try to find lower calorie or things like that alternatives. Well, I'm gonna get going because I think I need to roast my husband up here soon. I think he had a little bit of holiday cheer with his classmates last night. That's kind of funny. I don't know. Like I said, we very hardly do that, but I think I saw him pop the aspirin here this morning already. And yeah, so I just want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. And oh, real quick for a weight update. Now, last week and part of this week, I have not been on my points. I haven't been like way over. I know I've been kind of more at like maintenancing type of points and things. we've had, you know, it's the, you know, kind of holiday thing and a lot of little things in between there. Some of my medical stuff has got me down a little bit, but now I'm starting to get back out of the funk. I'm making a plan. So I think I gained like 0.4 or 0.6, 0.4 this last week. So I'm hoping, you know, after the next week after the holidays here to get it on. Thanks. Bye.